State of State's offensive and defensive players of the game for Penn State versus UMass. Drew Aller is the offensive player of the game. Drew was in command from the very beginning to the point that he was taken out of the game. The passing game was under control. You could see there were some possibilities of potentially going downfield, those just throw it deep situations that Drew Aller thought about, or even had the chance to pull a trigger on a couple. One was dropped by Tyler Warren, but you got the touchdown with Theo Johnson. I just thought the way that Drew Aller commanded things, especially in the rain, and still does not have a turnover.
I would agree. I would like to say maybe comeback player, because I think Katron set the tone coming back this week with the 6 carries or 9 carries for 68 yards. And I think that run where he kind of drug everybody, like 18-yard run, like this is his running style, kind of set up the rest of those efficient possession type passes that Drew Aller was throwing, especially when you get the tight ends playing. So definitely would say Drew Aller, but a close second would be Katron Allen for me.
Defensive player of the game, I personally want to give it to Daquan Hardy. Granted, he got involved on special teams and helped, add 14 points to this total because of 2 punt returns for touchdowns. I believe the first time that's happened in the Big Ten since 2013. That is a first in school history for Penn State. And it's the first punt return for a touchdown by a Penn State player since 2020, Jahan Dotson. So
wow.
We have talked about this for years, is that this special teams program just hasn't really done much. Jahan, yes, but Jahan, I think it's been proven he's a special talent. Not to say that there weren't special guys back there returning the ball, but when Stacy Collins was hired from Boise State, the mission was to get something out of the special teams unit. This was the first real explosion that we got to see, and I think he could have picked like 6 guys to give this to. I don't know if you feel the same way.
I'm in 100% agreement with the Daquan Hardy on defense. I mean, coming in, just understanding that nickel position, having sticky coverage throughout the whole game, and having 2 big punt returns. I mean, as a defensive back, you don't always get to get your hands on the ball, and then when he did, get to make big plays and put points on the board. So, I mean, on top of that, and even just like fundamental football, I mean, he had nice plays where he's taking on blockers and forcing the runners to slow down and seeing the different pursuit, close on the ball. And then we talk about the speed of Penn State's defense embodies that. So I would definitely crown him as the defensive player of the game for State of State.